To graph the solution set, this system of linear inequalities, we will first graph the first of the inequalities of this system. And we begin by graphing the bounding line of this region, y equals 3/5 x plus 1. So we need 2 points that are on the graph to graph this line. And if x is 0, then y simply equals 1. And if x equals, say, 5, then the 5's cancel, y equals 3 plus 1, which is 4. So those are 2 points on the graph of that line, which will allow me to graph it. So the y-intercept is at 1. And then if I go over 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I have to go up 1, 2, 3, 4 to a height of 4. So the second point on this line is right about here. And we can then graph the line. It's a dashed line because it's a strict inequality. We're not including the points on the line. Now we have to decide which side of that line to shade, and we can, as usual, ask, is the origin here? Is the origin shaded? We answer that question by going to the original inequality and substituting x equals 0 and y equals 0, and seeing if the resulting inequality is true. We get, is 0 bigger than 0 plus 1? Is 0 bigger than 1? No. 0 is not bigger than 1. So that's the answer to our question about the shading of the origin. Therefore, it's the top side of this line that got shaded. And we knew it was the top because y is bigger than means the upper side. So it's the upper side of this line that gets shaded. So there we have the solution set of the first of the 2 linear inequalities. Now we'll solve the second one. Graph the second one here. This one. So first of all, we must graph the line y equals negative 5/3 x plus 1. And to graph that, we need 2 points that are on the graph. So if x is 0, y is 1. If x is 0, this term disappears and y simply equals 1. And if x equals, say, 3, the 3's cancel, y equals negative 5 plus 1 is negative 4. So 0, 1 is the y-intercept of this line and the other line, both lines. Now if I go over 3, 1, 2, 3, I have to go down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's a second point on the graph of this line, also a dashed line. So connecting these two, we get this line. Which side of that line do we shade? So we go to the original inequality, substitute x equals 0 and y equals 0, and the resulting inequality is 0 bigger than 1, and 0 is not bigger than 1. So the origin is not on the shady side of this line. So it's the other side that's shaded. Everything on this side. So the overlap of those 2 regions, those 2 solution sets, is the solution set of our system of linear inequalities. So that's everything up to this line, but not including it. And then everything up to this bounding line, but not including it. And everything, of course, that's in between up here is shaded. So that, it keeps going. That's the solution set, the graph of the solution set to this system of linear inequalities.